everybody. Thanks for coming back. One of the questions that comes up a lot in coaching and just in conversation in general is, why is change so hard? Why is it so difficult to stick to a diet? Why is it so challenging to create that new exercise routine? Why do we make New Year's resolutions in December only to be right back where we were by March? Why is long-term, sustainable, positive change so difficult to master? Well, there are a lot of different reasons, but I'm convinced that there is one significant perspective shift that prevents so many of us from achieving that long-term sustainable change that we really want. Now, if you're listening to this, you may already have in mind that behavior or that thing that you would like to change in your life. And if so, that's terrific. And maybe you've tried to change before, only to 2 weeks or 2 months down the road be right back where you were. Well, maybe this significant perspective shift is something that you need to hear about. Here, I'm convinced that my life changed in a single day. My life was altered the day that I elevated my standards. The day that I finally decided what I would no longer, under any circumstances, accept in my life, is the day that my life started to change for the better. Now, after that decision's made, of course there are things that we have to do. We have to examine the causes, the beliefs that put us in that position in the first place. And we have to start using tools that will help us create and sustain and become that new version of ourselves that we want to be. But if you don't shift your perspective and elevate your standards, you will probably eventually wind right back up where you started. And that's why change can be so difficult. Because we want to start changing, maintain, and hold on to the idea of that behavior still being there. But the moment that you decide that behavior or that thing is no longer an option, you make a decision that it is no longer going to be part of your life, then you've taken the first step toward long-term sustainable change.